one good victory against Cape Verde will set the whole tournament for Bafana in a forward momentum.
All right. The coach is going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. Thank you very much, Neil, by the way. 0891 104 208. Please give me a call. What do you think? 0891 104 208. I'll be taking your SMSs as well. In fact, a whole lot have come through at 34701. 34701. Emails at gwala@sabc.co.za. Coach, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about home support. It is vital. It is critical.
Yeah, I think it's the most important thing, As I said before, the team is going to go out there and do their job. And it's very, very important that we get the people behind our team, It's all over the world when you play at home and you get the support behind you. It gives the player a lot of confidence. It gives them adrenaline run comes through their body. They want to get going. They want to play well. And I think, when I start listening to what everybody's saying and everybody's talking about the game, they really don't know what's happening in the air in our camp, okay? They're just from the outside looking in. We're from the inside looking out, and we know exactly what we're doing. And, I've heard so many people making comments about our defenders and this and that, and it seems like it's a let's criticize month, before the African Cup of Nations starts. But let me tell you, I'm very, very happy with the way we've played so far, okay? Obviously, there are areas that we want to work on, and we've still got a week to work on them. But defensively, I'm very, very happy. If you go through all our games we've played, we were a little bit open in the beginning, but as we've trained, we've got better and better. We played against 5 times world champions Brazil. They scored in the 85th minute after I'd made 6 substitutions. So we kept them at bay for a long period of time. If I hadn't have made the 6 changes, I don't think they would have beaten us. Then we played against Poland. Very, very tough opponent who beat us 1-0. Also scored a goal late in the second half after I made 6 or so changes. And Poland are no slouches. They're a very, very good team.
Yeah.
Then we played against Zambia, African champions, mixing up the team, trying out combinations, looking at situations, and more importantly, the last 2 games for us. And this is why I'm saying we're getting better and better. We played against Norway, who are ranked 20th in the world. They had 1 shot at our goals in 90 minutes and scored a goal from one error. After that, we had 70% possession and we kept control of the game. Yes, we never used the ball well enough, which we'll work on now. And you saw in our game against Algeria that we had worked on that because we weren't going sideways at the back. We were getting balls into areas. So we are improving. Then you play team is ranked 19th in the world and 2nd in Africa and the big favourites to win the tournament. And they have 1 shot at your goal in 95 minutes. So nobody can tell me we're not organised and the defence is not tight and we open up and all these things. So there's a lot of comments getting said, I think, just for the sake of saying them. But really, instead of analysing, the only area I would say that people are correct in what they're saying is scoring goals. And
Sure.
I'll agree with them. But I've said this on many occasions. I'm quite confident that we will score goals. And I think Phil Masinga was 100% right. Not only must our strikers score goals, but our players playing wide must score goals. Shabalala must score goals. Tusapala must score goals. Lerato Chobangu must score goals. Our midfield player Serrero must score goals. And, of course, our strikers have to score goals.
Sure.
And there's no doubt in my mind that we will do this. With the support of South Africa, the support of everybody, with the team improving, I think we're right on track. I could have been in a situation, and think about what I'm saying now. I could have been in a situation where I didn't play all these teams, and I went and I played against Namibia, Mauritius, and we win 6-0, we win 5-0, we win 4-0, and everybody says, wow, this team is on fire. And the first game we play against a strong opposition, we don't know how to cope with it. My players know how to cope with playing against the best in the world. We played against Brazil.
Oh, let's hear then from the people, not only in Gauteng, but elsewhere. Will you be coming on Saturday? If not, why not? People in Gauteng, why did they not pitch up on Saturday? Morning to you, Mike.
Morning, Kolani, and thanks very much for taking my call.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, man, no, Kolani, I'm very worried about comments by our coach, Igesund. He sounds like a teacher who praises a student who has passed in March, who has not passed in March, June, September, and hopes that the student will make it at the final examination. I think we must stop this usual rhetoric of saying we're proud of the boys, we think they are going to make it, when actually in practice we can see that they have a challenge. I don't have a problem if he encourages them, he motivates them behind the doors. But I think when he speaks here, he must be realistic. He must tell us that, look, we have challenges, because it doesn't really matter to play very well against the opposition at the end of the day you do not achieve desired results, and hope that when it matters most you will achieve them. It doesn't help. I think we should be realistic.
Okay, that's my...
Yeah, look, I think a lot of people out there are very anxious, but people have got to realize as well, I'm the coach of the national team. What do they want me to do? They want me to go on the radio and say, oh, no, we're not ready and we've got too many problems. And we haven't. Why should I tell stories? I'm very happy with the way things are going. Wait until the tournament starts. After the tournament, then judge. Then they're really judging on something that's happened and what we've been preparing to do. We haven't been preparing to play friendly games. We've been preparing to get a team together, to make them into a unit, to play a certain style of football, and to win games. And we will do this. And I'm confident that we will do this. And only time will tell whether I'm right or wrong. But we're all judging before. You can't judge something before it's happened. You can't run a race and say, oh, you're never going to win the race because of this. You're never going to do this because they're training to win a race. When the race comes, let's see if he wins or doesn't win. And I think that's the bottom line here. We've got to understand that we've been preparing for the African Cup of Nations to try and go all the way. We haven't been trying to win. Of course we've been trying to win. We want to win all the games. But while we're we experimenting, trying this combination, trying that combination, trying this way, trying that way, getting to know the strength of my players, to know what they can do, what they can't do, their weaknesses and their strengths. The players are getting used to each other, playing together. Sure. I mean, just 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago, I had 4 players in the back 4 that had never ever played together as a team. So there's lots of challenges. Of course there's lots of challenges that lay ahead of us. But I've got a great bunch of players here. I've got a good group of players with a right attitude. I think they're mentally strong. And I believe, and I sincerely believe this, when the tournament starts, that we're going to be ready and we'll go out there and we'll do our best. And we can't do more than that. We can't, it's not a light switch that you can just push on and off all the time. They're human beings. They've got to work. They've got to get it right on the day. But we've been working. All the work that we've been doing is work to get us right for our first game against Cape Verde.
Maybe Chris Bongo on the line. He's a soccer analyst here at the SABC. Chris, thank you for your call. Good morning.
Good morning. I think let's just greet everybody in the studio. Yeah. At this time, 5 days to go to the tournament, what we're supposed to have is a big card where every South African puts his signature to be behind the team, because we should remember one thing. There is no thing called Bafana Bafana versus Cape Verde. It is South Africa versus Cape Verde. It is South Africa in the battlefield versus the rest of the continent. We had the coach. We gave him 1 month to come out with the 23 players that they can support and battle for the country. Those 23 players being selected, like the doctor said, like the coach said, those 23 players are South African players. Let's be behind them. Let's support them with our blood, our sweat, our voices, and be there and see what we can do. The question is, are we ready? Yes, we've been ready because we have a coach, we have a team, we have the country, we have the stadia. Let's just go there and make sure that every single South African shouts and hails the coach, the team, and everybody, because it is us versus the continent. That's what the tournament is, and that's what we expect.
Chris, thank you very much. Do you want to add anything on that, Chipper?
Yes, I just want to say to the coach, Coach, we are behind you. We're supporting you, and then we're supporting the players as well. I think all the class of 26 are behind the team, and then we want them to go out there and make us proud. We'll all be at the stadium, and they must go out there, break their legs for the country, show confidence. They must not listen to too much of this kind of shows because they'll be discouraged. They should go there and make this country proud and focus on what they have to do on Saturday.
Ndogis, your thoughts as well as we wrap up.
Well, obviously much has been said, but look, we were born being original South Africans, and we cannot die being pickers. So we just stick to what we're good at. And there are a lot of people who put a lot of effort into this. It's not all about soccer only, but there are a lot of things that happen in this country. So let's just be one and unite behind the boys. And coach, good luck, and wish all the best with the boys. That's it.
And to wrap it up, coach, there's an SMS here from Lihlohonolo Aaron in Kimberley who's challenging me to archive this SMS. He says, please archive this SMS. Gordon and the boys are going to win AFCON. What do you think? What do you think about that?
Well, we're certainly going to do our very, very best. I honestly believe, as we've all said, and Dr. Kumalo and Phil and Neil Tovey early on, are very encouraging words, and it's right. We need to get behind this team, good or bad. one thing, they're going to give their best. They're going to go out there. They're going to die with their boots on, and let's hope that it's good enough, you know. And at the end of the day, we all want to do well. We want to reunite this nation. We want to bring back the days of 96 and 95 of the World Cup rugby, and we're going to do our best to do that. And with the support of the South African people behind us, really sincerely supporting the team, I think we can do it. It's going to be tough. There's challenges. There's obviously lots of challenges. I've got 5 days to fix up our scoring problem. I'm confident we'll do that, and let's hope that things work out. And thanks for all the support.
Things will work out. Thank you very much, Coach. We really appreciate it, and we wish you all the best. We will be there.